Ladies and gentlemen, we are here at Charlotte Motor Speedway here for the running of the Winston All-Star Race Weekend. As we are as the stars of the Castrol GTX Cup Series are all here today. But first and foremost, before we get there, the lineup is actually totally not. Excuse me, how should I word all this? It's totally not completed here, because it won't be completed until the top 5 finishers of this very race, the Winston All-Star Open, is completed here. We have 20 laps of this race here. We have 20 lap Winston Open, and plus, which is the same distance, 20 laps for the first segment and 20 laps for the second segment in the Winston All-Star Race. So 60 laps total overall, and 60 is actually also the distance of the 600 at this very same racetrack, coming up later on. So that all said, excuse me, let's get to it here. The starting lineup for today's race here, the starting lineup for the Winston Open. It's William Brock on the pole at 183 miles an hour. He's on the pole for this race here in the Synovus Bank Chevy. He's alongside Phil Parker in car number 5, the Quaker State Chevrolet. Second row sees car number 43, Mike Becker in the STP Pontiac, and Angel Navarro in car number 44, the Z-Line Designs Pontiac. Third row has car number 70, Kat Badson in the Jelly Belly Jelly Beans Ford. She's alongside Matt McIntyre in the Advanced Auto Parts Ford, car number 14. Fourth row sees the Pepsi Chevrolet, car number 24 of Tyler Deaver, the same paint scheme he ran at Talladega in the Winston 500. But he's running it again for the All-Star race this weekend too. He'll also be running a scheme in the Pepsi 400 at Daytona as well too. Beside him, the man who could have, would have, and should have had an all-star race, also spot in the all-star race lined up after Sonoma, but came about 4 or 5 laps shy of doing so. It's Seth Cole in the Flat Racing Network Chevrolet, car number 25. Seth looking for redemption here at Charlotte after missing out after a sure spot in the All-Stars was taken away from him at Sonoma due to mechanical failures. Next row down sees car number 20, Cole Baker in the Dollar General Chevrolet. He's alongside car number 19, Rob Evans in the Enos Motor Oil Chevrolet. Next row, Mitchell Collins in car number 12 in the Pennzoil Chevrolet, and car number 18, the FedEx Sailor Moon Chevrolet of Nathan Hudson. Next row down has car number 30, Ryan George, and car number 88, Kate Anderson. Next row down has car number 52, Mason Wood, and beside him, car number 97, it is Zach Winkle. Next row is Ty Denton, car 76, and beside him will be car number 41, Taylor Gertis. Next row has number 48, Jay Jefferson, and number 8, Matt Haas. Next row has car number 91, Jordan Anderson, and car number 01, Jake Emerson. And starting shotgun the field for the Winston All-Star Open, Cassie Denton, car 84, and car number 42, Nikki Martinez. That's the 25. That's the 24 cars that will line up for the Winston All-Star Open. Remember, as I said, the top 25. Top 25. Listen to me. The top 5 finishers in the Winston Open. I said that only the top 5 will transfer their way into the Winston All-Star race. So thus, here and of course this is the only Winston All-Star. This is the only All-Star race in our offline competition that does not have a fan vote. And I'm almost thinking about considering one, almost 2 somewhat, but but only if we have a lot of big names not in the race, I should say. And there are some big names not in this race too here. Phil Parker, William Brock, Mike Becker, Angel Navarro, Seth Cole, Matt McIntyre, Cole Baker. I mean, you name it. These are some guys who are truly deserving of a spot in the Winston All-Star race. And some people and for some people this season, if it wasn't for bad luck, they wouldn't have any this season. And of course, like I said, it's not only Seth Cole, that's Sonoma, that kind of defies that picture, but also people like Mike Becker has been so close. Phil Parker has not really been running all that good this season. Neither has William Brock. And same with Tyler Deaver, Cole Deaver's brother. He'd like to join his brother in the All-Star race there this season too. Commands begin the Friday engines as we get set for to decide who will be the 5 drivers that will join the already in the field Winston All-Star race drivers here. Field rolls off a pit road. We'll be back for the green after this. Field's about to roll off turn number 4 here. Pace car is already on pit road. And 24 drivers will decide the last 5 spots in the Winston as the green flag flies. We're underway at Charlotte. In the turn number 3 they go here. Mike Becker will come through the third and fourth turns here. Inside William Brock. Kat Batson behind him, trying to take the spot away. At second place there. She's going for here as Mike Becker leads the first lap. Down the backstretch into turn number 3 here. Kat Batson through the third and fourth turns here. Takes the lead here. Here comes Tyler Deaver in 24 to the low side. Trying to take a spot away here from Batson. Trying to take the lead, I should say, too. Lap speeds here at Charlotte here today, almost 190 miles per hour, and this is some fast racing we're going to be seeing here today. We'll be definitely be seeing more of the same for the 600 and for the All-Star race as well too, and also when we come back here next time for the Mellow Yellow 500. But right now it is Tyler Deaver who's got the lead at the moment here. Mitchell Collins in the 12 car goes to second position now in the Penzel Dodge. Ryan George at the third spot here. Mason Wood to the inside. Ty Dent. He and his wife Cassie love to make their way into the All-Star race too, in the Suicide Squad team. And if not both though, one of them hopes to get in, I should say too. But now Ty tries to push Mason Wood up past the 30 car of Ryan George. His teammate Kev Shearer is in the All-Star race by virtue of winning the race at Richmond this season. And of course, for some of you who are tuning in for the first time, wondering how do I get into the All-Star race there in this series? Well, it's plenty simple as a matter of fact. You have to have won a race between the Daytona 500 and the race before the Winston All-Star Weekend. And the second criteria, you have to be a past series champion to make their way in, provided if you sign up for the series. Ty Dent, car number 76, now up to second position. Now here comes Jay Jefferson to the low side at number 48. Looking to take third position away. Actually, he's got third position now. He's looking to take second place away. And not much passing as you normally see here at Charlotte, obviously, too. Down the inside goes Jay Jefferson, car 48. Now number 91, that is Jordan Anderson. Anderson trying to put the Mopar colors up into the All-Star race too himself here. It's not been a good season as well for Jordan Anderson in the number 91 Mopar team. He's been okay runs in some ways, but not really the runs he's been expecting to have this season. Now he gets caught up in the high side. Kate Anderson to the low side now. She gets the push from Cassie Dent in 84. Jake Emerson's up there in 01, and now up to and also the number 8 car, Matt Haas. He liked to make his way in. Rob Evans liked to join his teammate Johnny Gardner in this race too. But right now, Ty Dent's got them all in his rearview mirror right now here. Kate Anderson to the low side in 88. She looks for second place, and ooh, Cassie squeezes between Kate and Jake. So Cassie Dent now takes the Harley Quinn, course up to the number 3 spot now as they come off to number 4. And I'm amazed so far that the 24 car of Tower Deaver has been able to keep his spot up front here. So we're already halfway through now. 10 down, 10 to go in the Winston Open. And here comes Kate Anderson to the low side of Tower Deaver, and she'll take the lead. The car number 88 to the top spot now. Kate, one of the drivers running for Rookie of the Year this season here, as she is not far behind in the standings, though. She's about third or fourth in the rookie standings, but she's not far behind the leader, though. She's had some really good runs this season, though, and right now knocking on the door of the top 20 in the points, though, but still. Now Nathan Hudson in number 18 to the low side here as he tries to get up underneath Cassie Dent. He takes second position, but here comes number 44, number 44 car of Angel Navarro to the low side. He's got Seth Cole behind him. And Navarro now tries for the lead on Kate Anderson. He's got it through turn number 3, and he'll take it. So Angel Navarro, car number 44, to the top spot now, trying to make his way into the All-Stars. So is Seth Cole, and also the man behind him there, Matt McIntyre, who last season was in the All-Star racer by virtue of a win at Talladega. And needless to say, the Talladega race this season was a bit on the weird side. I will definitely say that for sure. And here comes pole sitter William Brock to the low side here. Brock was the pole sitter for this Open. He moves to second place now, or third place I should say. Here comes number 43, Mike Becker. On the inside lane, Cole Baker in 20. Nikki Martinez, we haven't talked about her at all today in that 42 car. And she's trying for a top 5 here with less than 6 to go now. Actually, we do have 6 to go, actually, believe it or not. Matt McIntyre to the lead now. Here comes number 43, Mike Becker. Going to try to make it 3 wide to turn number 3 here. He moves up to the high side here. Cole Baker tries to peek low. Seth Cole tries to fall back in line. He does on the outside between Matt McIntyre and William Brock. And here comes Cole Baker. He wants to be in the All-Star race. Nikki Martinez trying to make her way in. Phil Parker in the 5 car trying to make his way in the Quaker State colors. $16 laps down, 4 to go here at Charlotte. Baker to the high side here. Martinez peaks low, and they come off turn number 2. Martinez gets a run now. And number 42, that's the Mikusuki Lounge Pontiac. Phil Parker to the low side, car number 5. Parker for second, he's got it. Down the backstretch here, Ryan George trying to make his way in. And where did Zach Winkle come from? Number 97, Winkle up to the top 5 now. He's up to 4th. And Mitchell Collins right now has got I think the bump spot in 5th. 2 laps to go. Who makes it in? Who doesn't? It's going to be awfully close here at Charlotte here. Here comes Winkle to the low side. He looks low on Ryan George for the lead. Into turn number 3 here. Here comes number 12, Mitchell Collins to the low side, looking for second place on Ryan George. White flag waves, 1 to go. Collins for the lead. He's got 70. Kat Batson behind him. She wants to join her husband Keith in this race. Taylor Gertis in the 41 car. He can make it in. Down the backstretch they come here. And here comes Batson for the lead. Kat Batson, car number 70 to the top spot now. Here they come off turn number 4 here. Who's got the bubble? Who's on the bubble right now? Gertis to the low side. Kat Batson wins the Winston Open. And the top 5 finishers will be Kat Batson, the winner. Second will be Taylor Gertis. Third will be Jordan Anderson. Fourth, Mitchell Collins, and the final spot will go to Matt Haas. He will be the 5th place finisher. You got 4 cars that surprised everybody, and some of the top contenders some of the top contenders will not be in the Winston. That is just absolutely just crazy to think about here. Some of the cars got awfully close, but there's your winner, Kat Batson, in car number 70, the Jelly Belly Ford. She chalks one up for KAB Enterprises. That's Keith Batson's team. And I'm sure Keith is really, really happy for his wife right now. I tell you, all the bad luck she's had in the first 12 races of the season, it's kind of come full circle here today at Charlotte here. Average speed 188.019. Cars that got so close, but yet so far. Zach Winkle, Mason Wood, Ryan George, Ty Dent, Phil Parker, the top 10. Then Jake Emerson, Cole Baker, Kate Anderson, Nicky Martinez, Mike Becker, Jay Jefferson, Matt McIntyre, Rob Evans, Seth Cole, and Tyler Deaver, the top 20. And then William Brock, Angel Navarro, Cassie Dent, and Nathan Hudson. That was all the finishers in this Winston Open. So that will do it here in the Winston Open. We'll be right back for the first segment of the Winston All-Star Race coming up and coming right at ya. Well, ladies and gentlemen, with the Winston All-Star Open in the books, we have our complete field for the Winston All-Star Race here, and we are set for the first segment of 20 laps for the season 27 Winston All-Star Race at Charlotte Motor Speedway. Here, you want excitement, you're gonna get excitement. That's what we will guarantee you that here today. So here's the intro to the starting lineup here. On the pole in the number 22 Caterpillar Dodge. He's in the All-Star Race by winning the first ever Castrol GTX Cup Series Championship. He's Dylan Poteet, car number 22. In fact, the front row are both from the state of Kentucky because the second season championship. In fact, this man will go on to win 3 overall. The number 10 driven honored Chevrolet. He's Joshua Osborne. Third row has car number 16, Johnny Gardner in the Crowley Foods Chevrolet. He got him by being the season 8 champion in this field. And the 4th place starter needs no introduction. She's the 5-time series champion. She's the Bud Light Ford car number 11. She's Jessica Shelton. She also won the season at Martinsville, while Gardner won the season at Bristol and at Rockingham. Going to the third row, we see the man who's the season 15 champion in the Castrol GTX Cup Series, the Coca-Cola Vanilla Chevrolet, who won the last race in the Tour at Sonoma. He's Charles Sanford, the man known as the California Crusher. Alongside of him, the Terror from the state of Texas, the number 1 Saga Chevrolet. He's the season 17 champion. He's Trent Dunham. Going to row number 4. The number 9, Meliello Pontiac, is on the inside of this row here. He's the All-American from the state of Ohio. He is Kyle Matthews. Alongside of him will be car number 3, the GM Goodwrench Wrangler Chevrolet. The man from the state of Georgia. He's Cole Deaver. Going to row number 5, we see car number 39, the Napa Auto Parts Ford, the season 24 series champion. That's how he got into this race here. He's a Daytona 500 winner as well. He is Keith Batson. Going to the outside of him will be another driver from the state of Ohio, the season 25 series champion. Did it without winning a race that season, but he has won some races since. And has won races actually before that, too. He's the number 99 Marvel Studios, Zeb Bellringer, WWE SKF Ford. He's Levi McIntyre, Thrash Maniac himself. Going to the next row, we see car number 89, the Racing with Jesus Boss Hog Barbecue Ford. He won his championship last season. He's Quentin Moore. He's the winner this season at Texas. Alongside of him will be the man who won at Atlanta this season. That's how he got into the All-Star Race this season. The Burger King Dodge car number 6. He's Zach Rogers. Next row has car number 69, the Liberty Mutual Emu and Doug machine. He got in this race by being the series champ, by being the season champion, or not season champion. Actually, he got in this race by being the winner at the Richmond this season. He's Cab Shearer in car number 69 on the inside. And I actually made a mistake on who's alongside Keith, who's alongside Keith Batson, because actually it's alongside Quentin Moore, I should say, excuse me. Alongside Quentin Moore is actually Kat Batson in car number 70, the Jelly Belly Ford. She got in this race by being the winner of the Winston All-Star Open. We already introduced you to Kevin, Zach, by the way, too, and Quentin. And next row down actually has the number 2 Miller Ford, the number 2 Miller Ford. He got in this race by being the winner at Homestead Miami Speedway. He's Dylan Young on the inside. Alongside of him, the man who won at Talladega this season. That's how he's in the All-Star race. He's Zachary Fitzwater in the Marina Fox Foundation Dodge car 59. Next row has Jesse Turner, car number 17. He got in this race by winning at California this season. And alongside of him, Taylor Gurdison, car number 41, the Sheets Chevrolet. That's how he got into this race by finishing second in the Winston Open. Third place finisher in the Winston Open is Jordan Anderson, number 91 Mopar Dodge. That's how he's in the All-Star race this season. And beside him will be car number 12, Mitchell Collins, in the Pennzoil Dodge. He finished the All-Star Open in fourth. And the last transfer from the All-Star Open is number 8, Matt Haas. He's driving the number 8 Speed Raceway Pontiac, and the engines have fired up here for the Winston All-Star race season 27. The field rolls off pit road. We'll be back for the start of the first segment after this. Field is rolling through turns number 3 and 4 as we're about to get ready for the first segment of the season 27 Winston All-Star race at Charlotte Motor Speedway. As the pace car ducks off on the pit road, in-car cameras today will be carried by Levi McIntyre, Kyle Matthews, and Dylan Young. As the green flag's about to fly, and boogity, 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 let's go racing, boys and girls. Johnny Gardner leads lap number 1 in the Winston All-Star race here. Charles Samford in second position. Now third is Kyle Matthews. Fourth, trying for fourth is Keith Batson in car number 39 as they go down the backstretch into turn number 3. Dylan Poteet on the high side here. He's stuck on the high side now, I should say. The man who started from the pole for this race. 89 car, Quentin Moore now goes to the 5th position. Cab Shearer behind him. And Dylan Young, a little Wawa versus Sheets going on between those two drivers here. You don't see Wawa on Dylan Young's car unless you look on the trunk lid of his car. Through turns 3 and 4 they come here. Kyle Matthews sitting inside of Charles Samford for the lead now. Car number 9 and number 03. Inside with Kyle Matthews in car number 9, the mellow yellow Pontiac. Quentin Moore now goes past him as they come off turn number 2. Matthews won the season at North Wilkesboro in the first Union 400. That's one of the reasons why he got in this race. He's also was the season 20 champion of this race. Well, seasons 20 and 22 for that fact. And now Quentin Moore takes the lead in this race here as he's got Cab Shearer behind him, and Dylan Young in car number 2 trying for third spot. Jesse Turner in 17, who pulled out a tremendous win out in California Speedway this season. Young to the low side. Shearer beats him to the line that time by the lead this lap. And meantime, you've already seen some of the Winston Open transfers in moving up to the top 5 now. Jordan Anderson, Matt Haas, and Mitchell Collins. Third and fourth turns they come here. Haas to the low side, tries to take fourth position away from Cab Shearer. In the meantime, number 70, Cat Batson, and number 99, Levi McIntyre, both hanging back there, trying to save what they can for the second segment. Down the low side goes Taylor Gertis in car number 41. He moves up to the top 10 now. Roof cam from Levi McIntyre's car to Marvel Studios Ford. Down the backstretch they come here. McIntyre running 16th the last time by, trying to get by Quentin Moore and Cab Shearer at the moment here as they go through turns 3 and 4. He's got Joshua Osborne right behind him in car number 10. Osborne driving the Jennifer Jo Cobb colors here in this race here. As they come out turn number 2, Mitchell Collins led the last time by, but now it's Cole Deaver, the man from Georgia, up to the top spot, but that's not going to last for long because here comes Taylor Gertis to the low side. He'll take the lead now in the Sheets Chevy. And now to the top spot goes Zachary Fitzwater in number 59. He's got Trent Dunham behind him in car number 1. Halfway through the first segment here, 10 down, 10 to go. And look at that, top 21 cars all separated by just 1 second even. Just absolutely just incredible stuff here. Averaging almost 188 miles an hour in the first 11 laps here, 187.94 to be exact. And the fastest lap of the race so far being held by Levi McIntyre at 191.75. Down the low side goes Zach Rogers in car number 6, the Burger King Dodge. Rogers won in Atlanta this season in the Motorcraft 500. And now it's McIntyre and Osborne hooking up there to the low side here. And it's going to be Levi McIntyre to the top spot here as he turns on those flame boosters he's got on his car here. He's got flames on the bottom border of his car. Flames on the bottom border and flame design wheels too on that number 99 Marvel Studios Ford. But now it's Joshua Osborne at the top spot. He's got Johnny Gardner and Kyle Matthews behind him. Matthews, by the way, is the defending champion of the Winston All-Star Race as well, too, from last season. Johnny Gardner to the low side, looks for the lead. Gardner took the scheme, as we mentioned, those 2 wins at Rockingham and Bristol here. He took that very scheme to those 2 wins. He's yet to win in the Ineos colors that he's carried the last few races before this. And here comes Matthews to the low side in the number 9 car. Five to go in the first segment. Poteet to second place. Batson to third. Here comes Charles Sanford, number 03 to the low side. Trying for 4th position. He's got it through turns 1 and 2, or turns 3 and 4, I should say. On board with Levi McIntyre in car number 99. He's got Jordan Anderson to the low side in the number 99 in the number 91 Mopar car. Up ahead of McIntyre, both Dylan Young and Joshua Osborne. Anderson goes by, Jessica Shelton goes by in car number 11. Three laps remaining here. We talk about that, and we talk about paint schemes here. That's well, Jessica Shelton's driving the paint scheme that she won the All-Star race with a few seasons back. And Shelton's run this paint scheme a couple of times before. Actually, before this race, she's going to be alternating between schemes this season. The Budweiser number 11, the red car, and the number 11 Budweiser, and this number 11 Bud Light scheme that she's driving right now. She'll be back to the Budweiser colors for the 600, but it won't be the last time we'll be seeing these colors there this season. Not by a long shot. Off to number 4, we give them the white flag for segment number 1. Now remember the way they'll finish in first segment number 1 is how they'll line up for segment number 2. And as of right now, Dylan Young would be the pole sitter for the moment, but Jordan Anderson comes to the low side, trying to get past here. He'll make the move to the inside of Dylan Young. So what happens for the 3rd and 4th turns here? Anderson to the low side. There's Jordan Anderson, I should say, number 91. They're off to number 4. It's going to be close to the line, and it looks like Jordan Anderson will win the first segment. Dylan Young will be 2nd. 3rd place will be Jessica Shelton. And Jordan Anderson, how about him? Wins the first segment, average speed 190.007. On the last lap, I should say. I'm looking at the last lap speed for Anderson. What am I doing? So Jordan Anderson will win the first segment of this race here by just 28,000th of a second. Young was 2nd, Shelton 3rd, Shearer 4th, Deaver 5th, and Charles Samper, Jesse Turner, Quentin Moore, Matt Haas, Dylan Poteet. That's how they're running right now, as they're all coming in for pit stops here as for segment number 2. And we'll be right back for the start of the 2nd segment right after this. Back at Charlotte Motor Speedway here, as we're about to get started with segment number 2 here is what we're about to get ready for here. The reset the field for you here. Jordan Anderson is your leader. 2nd is Dylan Young. 3rd is Jessica Shelton. 4th is Kev Shearer. 5th right now is Cole Deaver. Then 6th is Charles Samper. 7th position right now belongs to Jesse Turner. Quentin Moore's 8th. 9th is Matt Haas. And 10th is Dylan Poteet. As the field comes off turn number 4 here, we're about to get set for green flag racing here, and segment number 2 is underway. This is for all the marbles, 20 laps to decide it all in the Winston All-Star Race. So basically what it all boils down to is like the Kenny Rogers song. You got to know when to hold 'em, know when to fold 'em. The chips are down. 21 cars in this field. You paid your money. Now take your choice. As we'll see who wins it all for this season. Deaver to the low side, tries to make it 3 wide between he, Shelton, and Jordan Anderson. Dylan Young leads the first lap here, and oh my God, look at this. Deaver tries to lean on Shelton just a little bit as they go through the 3rd and 4th turns here. Anderson stuck on the high side. Kev sure dipped slow. Thought better of it. And now Cole Deaver looks for the lead, and he's got it in the Goodwrench Wrangler Chevy. Jesse Turner's in there, number 17, and they are running faster this lap in this segment 2 already. Look at this. 194 miles an hour. Let's see, I saw 195, 196 miles an hour right there by Joshua Osborne, 196 mile an hour flat. Boy, whatever adjustments all those teams made though under in the break between segments 1 and 2, boy, they really turned the wick up. And boy, you can't blame it though, because I mean, this is it. This is the segment that counts. Mitchell Collins trying to take maximum advantage of this whole thing. He goes to the inside, looks for the lead, and he's got it come off turn number 2. Collins, one of the drivers who got in by the Winston Open. This is the girl who won the Winston Open, the number 70 Kat Batson in the Jelly Belly Ford. She wants to win this race for the first time. Five laps into the books. Just an explosive start to the second segment. This may be a preview of things to come for the Coca-Cola 600. The next points pay race on the tour. Taylor Gertis in the 41R car now goes to the lead. He's got Ty Dent cheering him on. Fitzwater to the inside. He ducks inside. He brings Kyle Matthews and Levi McIntyre with him. On board with Levi McIntyre in car number 99. He's hooked up with Kyle Matthews now. That's what's like the right inside of the car at 195 miles an hour around Charlotte Motor Speedway. He's inside of Matthews now for the top spot here. And now you're inside with Kyle Matthews in car number 9. Look in the rearview mirror, look in the rear of the car right there, looking right at Zach Rogers and Levi McIntyre. Rogers now goes to lead with Trent Dunham behind him. Matthews outside, Rogers low side. Rogers to the lead now, car number 6. Here comes Dunham to the low side, car number 1, the Sega Chevy. Coming to 10 laps to go in the Winston All-Star race. Osborne to the low side. He wins this race for the first time. Gardner's in there. Batson. And you got the Dillons hooked up. Poteet in 22 and Young in the 2. And there are the Dillons. There are 22 of Poteet from Kentucky and the 2 from Dylan Young from the state of Florida. And you got another Southerner right there behind, Jessica Shelton. She's from down in South Carolina. Osborne led the last time by here. Here comes Gardner for the top spot. 9 to go. Poteet's right there behind him. He and Dylan Young being brought by Johnny Gardner here as they go off turn number 4 here. Poteet comes to the inside as he sticks the nose that Dodge to the low side of Gardner's Chevy. Inside with Dylan Young. And now looking at the front end of Jessica Shelton's car here, Young seeing a whole lot of that light blue. How would you like to be hanging off the tail end of a car at over 195 miles an hour? Jordan Anderson, remember, he surprised them all in segment number 1. He won the first segment. He comes to the low side here. Charles Samber's trying to shove them up the high side now. 6 laps to go. Off the 4th turn here. Anderson now comes up to the top spot here. Will it be a surprise winner or will it be one of the veterans winning this race here? That's going to be the question. And it'll be answered in the last 5 laps of this race here. Sanford to the low side. Charles Sanford, the California Crusher, to the low side. Kat Batson's up there. She won the Winston Open. Can she pull up a sweep by winning the Open and the All-Star race itself? Kev Shear's up there. He wants to pull it off here. 89 car. That's Quentin Moore. See, the Vending Series champion. And Charles Saver goes to the top spot now with 4 laps to go. Batson, low side. Car number 7 in the Jelly Beans Ford. Quentin Moore's up there. Cole Deaver, Matt Haas, they're all getting into it now. 3 to go. Looking at all those cars you got on the inside lane, we might have a surprise winner possibly here. Wait before these 20 laps are over. If they want to make a move, they better do it right now. Shearer has to leave, but here comes Quentin Moore. He's got the top spot now. Coming down for 2 laps to go. Here comes Cole Deaver, car number 3. Matt Haas peeks to the low side. Car number 8. He's got Jesse Turner behind him in car 17. They go into turn number 3 here. Deaver. He peeks to the low side of Moore's cars. They come off turn number 4. White flag waves. 1 lap remaining in the season 27 Winston All-Star race. Here comes Deaver to the low side. Cole Deaver, car number 3, the GM Goodrich Wrangler Chevy. Can he pull it off? Will Matt Haas spoil the party? He comes to the low side. Here comes Matt Haas. Car number 8, the Speed Raceway Pontiac. He moves to the low side. Matt Haas is going to take the lead. Turner to the inside of the racetrack. Here he comes to the low side. It is Matt Haas. Matt Haas winning the season 27 Winston All-Star race. Can you believe it? The man who is the last transfer, the man who finished in the last transfer spot in the Winston Open wins the Winston All-Star race here. Matt Haas, the number 8 Speed Raceway Go-Karting Pontiac, surprised them all to win the race here, and poor Cole Deaver got snookered on the last lap of the race. Boy, what a finish that was here. Matt Haas gets the win. Jesse Turner comes home second by 0.05 of a second. That was close. Mitchell Collins comes home third. Where did he come from? Unbelievable. Cole Deaver comes home 4th. Taylor Gertis 5th. Quentin Moore 6th. Levi McIntyre 7th. Kev Shearer 8th. 9th, Zachary Fitzwater. And Kat Batson will finish 10th. Then Kyle Matthews, Charles Sanford, Zach Rogers, Jordan Anderson, Trent Dunham, Dylan Young, Jessica Shelton, Johnny Gardner, Dylan Poteet, Keith Batson, and Joshua Osborne was the last place finisher in this year's Winston All-Star race. Boy, the All-Stars never disappoint. I will guarantee you that here. But how about a surprise winner, Matt Haas, averaging 193.585 miles an hour in the second segment, but he led the last lap of the segment that counted here. I cannot get over this here. The man who was the 5th and last transfer into the All-Star race via the Winston Open, and comes back to win the event title here in the Winston All-Star race here. Just absolutely incredible stuff here. we've seen here today. And I'll tell you, like I said, if this is any indication of what the 600 is going to bring, watch out. Because it's going to be wild when the 600 happens, which will be 60 laps of action today on that night here at Charlotte Motor Speedway. And just, I think I'm going to need a break before I record the 600. That's for sure. But congratulations again to Matt Haas, the winner of the season 27 Winston All-Star Race here. If you like what you see here, be sure to subscribe to the NNSCRA Sports and Gaming channel. We got everything on this channel. We got NRSs, we got gaming, we got NRSs, we got gaming videos, we got NR online videos. Whatever the president of the NNSCRA Seth Cole desires for his channel, be sure to check out Seth's Duracell Cup Series, which is in full swing, and also on this channel as well too. I guarantee you Seth's races are a lot better than what I have to offer too. And so that will do it here today at Charlotte. Here for now, this is James Qualls. This has been a production of the Winston. This is the production of the NNSCRA. Off on racing at its best. We will see you back at Charlotte for the Coca-Cola 600.